Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this tutorial, I am going to show you some examples of props in React.js and also creating a cart example in React.js. So let's get started. First, creating a new component for cart example. So let's see how I can do this. First, creating a new file, then giving file name cart component example.js. Then first import React from React, then creating class, so class cart example extends React dot component, then adding a method render, so render, then returning the message, simple return h1 cart example in React.js. Save this file. Now come to our app.js file, then adding a path for cart component. So here copying the same line, then adding a path, so giving path name cart example, then here changing component name, so cart example, cart component example. Copy this, and here also add one more thing, export default cart example, then save this file again. Now here change this to cart, and now you can see it's showing in suggestion. So earlier it didn't show in suggestion because I missed to add export. Now it's showing. Also you can see it's imported in our file. Now save this file also. Now running my React project, so giving command npm start, then click enter. So my project is running. Wait few moments. So my project is running. Let's close this tab and open URL cart example. So it's showing my simple heading tag. Now let's come back here. Now creating a new child component of cart example such as items. So let's create new file and giving file name cart item.js, then here class, then first import React from React, then class cart item extends React dot component. Now create render method, so render, then return cart item. Save it. Now come here, and here adding a React dot fragment, cut it and move it to end, then here, now here adding a simple div and here. So currently I am adding only single item. Let's do it. So cart. Also do one thing. Export default cart item. Save it again. Now here cart item. Let's create multiple. So copying this same line. Now save it. Now let's back to browser, and you can see 3 cart item. So let's see how you can pass some data in cart item, means passing data from parent component to child component. So let's see how you can do this. So here you need to add extra attributes, like I am giving attribute value. So here I am giving attribute value name item equal to pizza, burger, fries, then adding one more item such as sandwich. Now save it. Now let's back to Chrome. Now let's see how you can access this data which we pass in our child component. So before starting, let's open our console. Right click console. Also install one thing in your browser, which is React Developer Tool. So open Chrome apps, then web store, then search React. Then here is React Developer Tool. Install in your browser so you can debug your React app. Now I already installed in my Chrome browser. Let's close this for now. Now here you can see your React app. Click on this and you can see component and profiler. So these two things come when you install React. Now let's come to component, and here you can see all our element will show. So you can see our parent is app. So you can see our parent is app. Then I add browser router, history, consumer, and our parent is cart example. It had some properties like history, location, match. So all these things you can debug your React app using this React Developer Tool. Now let's see our cart item. Click on this and you can see it's showing name item which we are passing in our template. So let's see how you can access this. So back to VS Code. Now let's access this data in our child template. So come here again, then remove this, then adding state equal to item name this dot props dot, let's see the key. So key name is name item. Let's copy it and here pass it. Then print the item name. So this dot item, this dot state dot item name. Save it, back to Chrome, and you can see item is showing pizza, burger, fries, sandwich. So all items are showing now. Let's come back and here instead of div change it to table, save it, and here change this to tr, then tr, save it, again back. Now do some styling. So here border equal to 1, save it, and here add td. Now let's do some more changes. So creating a style sheet, new file, cart style .css. Let's add some changes. So table, border, collapse, then adding padding 10 pixel, margin 10 pixel. Let's import this style sheet. So import cart style.css. Let's see. So styling is working now. Let's do more styling. td, th, padding 10 pixel, margin 5 pixel, save it. Now it's look better. Come here, and then adding one more thing, tr, td, item, td, price, td, quantity, td, action, save it. Now it's look better. Also do one thing, width 100%. Now it's look perfect. So again back to Chrome. Now here instead of passing this data in static, let's create a JSON data of cart item. So here state equal to cart items, then again array, then object. So first is id 1, name pizza, quantity 0, price 100, comma, then copying this same. So again now here changing it to 2, 3, 4, then here burger and change it to 50, then come here change it to fries, then change it to 80, then change it to sandwich and change this to 150. Now save this file. Now let's access this. Now let's create child component using this data. So instead of passing static, let's pass data from our JSON object. So delete this. Here adding map method, which I already saw in previous tutorial. So this dot state. Okay, first giving expression. Then this dot state dot cart items dot map, then cart arrow, and here closing it. Now access this item. So here cart dot name, save it. Now let's see. So you can see it's working, and you can pass the data here: pizza, burger, fries and sandwich. So it's working now. So in this way you can create array.map method to access all array items. Now let's pass some data, like here adding key, which I already saw in previous. What is key? So adding key, then adding value cart.id, save it. Let's pass the value up. Now passing quantity. So quantity equal to this. So quantity equal to cart dot quantity, then passing price. So price equal to cart dot price, save it. Now let's see value is passing or not. So again back to Chrome, then click on this component, and you can see all value is passing. Now let's access these values also. So let's do here Control D. So on second item, here quantity, then price, and leave this. And here change it to quantity, change this to price, save it. Now you can see it's showing our all data. Now let's do changes in our action. So back to here, then adding one more thing, 2 buttons which will increase item in our cart. So let's do it. So here adding 2 button, td button, add button, remove, or instead of this here pass minus plus, save it. Now it's look perfect. Also you can add CSS. So button, border 1 pixel, solid, gray, background color, change this, save it. Now it's look perfect. Margin 5 pixel, padding 5 pixel. Save it. Changing color also. So color. Now it's look perfect. Now let's do our action. So when we click on plus, the item will be increase. Also fixed one thing here, price and quantity change. Let's fix this. So here it should be bottom. Now it's good. Also giving one more column, total. And here total 0, total 0, total 0, and total 0. Save it. And here pass value total cart dot total. Save it. Come here. This dot total and here total. Save this. Now it's perfect. Let's work on this plus and minus options. So back again in Chrome, then adding event on click equal to this dot increase item and here decrease item. Now let's create these two methods. So copy it, creating arrow function, console.log increment, then copy this, console.log decrement, save it. Now let's try to see it's working or not. So first clear it, click on add, and you can see increment and decrement all are working. Now let's do thing. When click on increment, your quantity will increase and total value will increase. Let's do it. Also do one thing, change this to th. Selecting everyone. So you can select every th or t. So you can select every td using Alt J if you install IntelliJ IDE shortcut, or if you didn't install IntelliJ IDE shortcut, you can use Ctrl D to select every item. Now let's see. You can see I change my every th. Save it. Now it's look better. Now let's work on this quantity and total. So come back. Now let's work on this quantity and total. So again come back and here do thing. This dot set state, then quantity plus 1. Save it. This dot state dot quantity. Now let's see it's working or not. So click on this and you can see it's working. Click on this. So everything is working now when you click on increment. Now let's do work on decrement. So come back, then here if quantity this dot state dot quantity greater than 0. So when quantity is greater than 0, then this code will execute because you didn't go to minus value in quantity. So let's set this dot set state, then quantity this dot state dot quantity -1. Save it. Now let's see add, and you can see it's adding. Let's click on remove and you can see it's decrement, and last it decrement to 0. So this is simple example. You can see it's working decrement. Now let's change this total price value. So let's back to again VS Code and remove this also, we don't need it. And remove this also, we don't need it. Also remove this, save it. Now let's change this total value also. So here copying the same line, then total this dot state quantity into this dot state dot total. Okay, price. Do with here also total quantity into this dot state dot price. Save it. Back to Chrome. Now let's check, and you can see it's working. Like add quantity, it also okay. One thing is error, one mistake. Let's see again. If I click on add, it's not increment. So let's see what is the error, because it increment value on second click. Let's see. Let's print this value. Console.log this dot state dot quantity. Click on this. After changing, it is still showing 0. Let's do one thing. Remove this, and here where new quantity equal to this dot quantity state dot quantity new quantity equal to new quantity plus 1, then pass new quantity, and here also pass new quantity. Console.log new quantity. Let's see, add, and now you can see it's working. So I think when you're changing value and set state, it's not working instantly. And see, it's working now. So let's do one thing, move this and try here, save it, again click on add, and you can see it's working perfectly. See, everything is working. Do same with here. -1. Save it, refresh page. So it's working perfectly. Okay, here it's not working, and here it's not working. Let's fix this here also. Okay, here is error. New quantity. Now let's see. So you can see it's working perfectly now. So you can see it's working perfectly now. It's done. Now here is one more thing you need to do, like how you can read final value in bottom. So let's see. Here adding one more tr td call span equal to 4, then td or th total amount to total amount th 0 th quantity th 0. Save it and down. And now let's see how you can set this value also. So let's see how you can do this on changing item. So let's see how you can do this. So instead of here, now here I am using this dot state dot cart items dot reduce. So it will sum of our value again, then first adding function, then total, then cart arrow, after that total plus cart dot quantity into cart dot price. Let's make this in separate. Then setting default value of this total. So here after this comma 0. Save it, back to browser, and you can see it's 0. But if I change this to 10, and you can see default value changed to 10. So we can use reduce method to sum of array. You can see this is simple. First I add 2 parameter, then after that total plus cart into quantity and cart into price. So it's simple. Save it, again back to. Now let's see if I change value 1 and 5, and you can see value has been changed. Also change this to 0 and change this to 0 0. Save it now, and you can see it's perfect. But if I click on add, you can see here value is changing but not updating this value. So what is the error? Because I am changing my data into local state and this is coming from parent state, so it's not get updated. So let's see how we can do this. So when we click on this update, it will update data in parent instead of this local. So let's see how you can do this. So back to VS Code, and here remove all this and pass only cart. So I'm directly passing the cart object, save it, and here cart item. Instead of accessing these values, so I am only changing it to remove this, because we are not going to convert our cart object in local state. That's why I am removing this. So instead of this state, we don't need this here. Cut it and paste here. Now here cart and cart. And also pass this value. Now passing this function refresh in our cart item on increment equal to this dot increment item on decrement equal to this dot decrease item. So I am passing here function in our, so I am passing here function refresh in our child component. Save it. Now here you need to update this data. Also come back here. So instead of this, you need to props dot cart, props dot cart, props dot cart, because we are accessing data from our parent. So props dot cart, then change this to this dot props and on increment. So calling this method like here and pass this dot props dot cart. Also here this dot props dot cart. Save it. Back to browser, and you can see data of item is not showing. Let's fix it. Cart dot, let's see its name, change this name. Now you can see data is still showing, but this is not working. Let's fix this. So here back from component, check this. So you can see on increment, on decrement, two functions are showing. Increment, on decrement, all are correct, but let's see dot props. So this actually method calling to parent is, let's try to print this. Console.log calling and now let's check. You can see we successfully calling my parent method. It's working. But now let's increase these values. Now let's see how you can increase value of cart item. So first let's print this value. Console.log cart. Now let's see how we can update this quantity value using parent component. So come back here and here, comment this, also this, and also this. Then cart dot quantity equal to cart dot quantity plus 1. Then calling method this dot set state. Then cart items. Then this dot state dot cart items. Save it. Now let's back to browser. Click on this and you can see it's working perfectly. Click on this and you can see its value get updated here in console, also in browser. You can see. So all are controlled by a single file cart component, and only cart item will responsible for showing our item and backing event and returning the event of click and decrement to our parent component. Let's do one thing, remove this, also copy this code, delete this, remove this, and here this change to cart dot quantity and remove this, paste here, change to -1, save it. Now let's see. You can see it's working, but total is not working. Let's fix this total also. So cart dot total equal to cart dot quantity into cart dot price. Do it here, save it. Let's check, and you can see it's working perfectly. That's the advantage of using single component. You can manage easily also, because we are changing only in child element and we can get result in parent component. Also it get updated. Also now let's do setting with this quantity. So come here, then copy this same code, or let's try to do coding again. So this dot state dot cart item dot reduce, then total cart, then arrow function total plus cart dot quantity, then giving initial value of total 0. Save it. Let's check. It's not working. Let's see the error. Okay, here is error in this. Save it. Let's check, and you can see quantity also get updated. So using only single component you get updated the total amount, quantity. So it's make our work easy. So that's the advantage of React. Now doing final thing, which is remove all the items from your cart. So let's see. Come here again, then adding a button, remove all items. on click equal to this dot remove items. Let's create this function. So remove items equal to arrow function, then for cart or directly calling. So for where key in cart item, then cart item key dot quantity equal to 0, cart items key dot total equal to 0. After that, this dot set state cart items this dot state dot cart items. Here also this dot state, save it. Change it here, save it. Now let's see, plus now click on reset and you can see everything get updated. So this is a simple example of parent child component using props. You can update data simply and manage everything easily using parent child. Also you can pass function reference in child component and access data also. So I hope you like the video. Thanks for watching. Please like our video and subscribe our channel.